Hello all my Kenvians and welcome to a brand new episode of Discovering Doctor Who. Today I'm going to be watching Extremis? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but in addition to the bare bones layout, much like the previous video, there's a little bit of a difference. I'm not actually watching or recording here on my main PC. I'm using one of my backup laptops and I'm hoping that the sound comes out well. I did a few tests, it sounds okay. So I know there were some sound issues in the previous video. Hopefully this won't be bad, or this won't be as bad. But just to let you all know, in case there are some audio issues or even some issues with the video itself, I'm doing the best I can. But on the primary computer right now, I am using a method to back up some of my old reactions that are no longer available, primarily for Doctor Who. I'm able to access them, but I cannot download them, so I'm essentially recording them from my screen, and hopefully the sound comes out okay. But one way or another, those are going to be coming back now that I've found out a way. I can't say when they'll all be up, but there you go. So yeah, but that's besides the point. Let's get into Extremis. And just so you know, also since I'm watching on my laptop, I'm not going to be able to take notes like normal, primarily because I don't have a notepad with me to write down. So basically anything I say at the end of the video is going to be off the top of my head. And now I will shut up and let's begin Extremis/Extremis. And go. Hi, Missy.
Doctor, I didn't expect you. Thought
Well
you'd
then.
retired. Domestic bliss.
The prisoner will kneel.
So if this takes place before, my guess that the person in the vault is Missy could still be right.
Except one. We naturally assumed. Assume nothing. Assumption makes an ass out of you. Adoption can't. Those translators. Cosa sta succedendo? Sono tornato al Vaticano. Questa è una pazzia. Dottore, perché me l'hai portato qui?
If I understood Italian, I'm gonna guess he's...
That was the Pope.
Poor Bill.
My
husband. My madman in a box.
Oh,
My doctor.
a message from River.
Your missus wouldn't approve. On the explicit orders of your late wife. Colonel Angelo, someone just broke into your bookcase. Priest by the look of him.
Cardinal Angelo's dead.
Probably hasn't gone far.
Why was he still looking at the wall?
So much for your forbidden library. Bill, you're to walk behind me now, like the doctor said. Yeah, totally not happening. Okay, Bill. Miss Potts? We'll all go together when we go. Come on.
What? Oh. Mass suicide? I guess. That's a lot of dynamite.
I'm real. I feel real. Those returned people shoot at your computer games. I know. No, what? They think they're real. They feel it. We feel it.
Well, I'm not sure I want to play games anymore.
You've just been executed. Show a little respect. I was just a bit sleepy, right? It's not split hairs. Shut up.
Something's coming missing, and I'm blind. How can I save them? Well,
I was hoping the reveal would be a bit more grand. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. You know, overall, I'm not sure what to think about this episode. It's just... It's good. It's enjoyable. Don't get me wrong. But... I don't know if it's the writing. There were certain things that just bugged me. Maybe I was being a bit too nitpicky. I don't know, but there were just certain aspects about this episode that are driving me crazy. And again, they're all nitpicks, absolutely. Like the Cardinal just standing there looking at the wall for however long. It's like, okay, yeah, you've looked at the wall. The portal is no longer there. Why are you still there several minutes later? Why didn't you turn around and go to the others? And, well, okay, the whole simulation thing, that was actually kind of brilliant. I did enjoy that aspect of it. So, I mean, overall, the good parts of it definitely outweigh the bad. The simulation aspect, the way that they basically explained why everything seemed a bit off, which... Actually, okay, there was one thing that definitely did seem off, and it had to do a lot with the quoting of lines, like, you know, only in extremis, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't... maybe it's from an important passage. For all I know, maybe it's from the Bible. I don't know. I read it a long time ago as a kid. I can't remember some of the more minute details, but... It's just like the different lines they were quoting, it just didn't really... It seemed unnecessary to me. It seemed like it was trying to make certain things seem more important than they really were. And then Missy saying those lines to the Doctor, it's like, you know, without witness, without hope, without reward. It's like, I don't know what that's from. I don't know what that's from. And just because they kept repeating it several times... didn't really make it that much more impactful to me. It just annoyed me more than anything because it seemed like it was just padding for this episode. Which again, I felt like the episode was overall solid. I felt like it was overall pretty good when they were sticking to the actual plot. And again, finding out that it actually is Missy in the box. That's good to know. I wish it was a little bit more grand of a reveal. Like I said earlier, I wish that, I don't know, part of me feels like they should have maybe held on to that secret till the end of the episode. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of obvious at that point, but the way that they structured the very beginning of the episode made it seem a bit off. Again, I don't know. It was confusing. But, again, overall, I feel like the episode was pretty solid. Were there any particular lines that I liked? I did really enjoy the conversation between Nardole and Bill as they were going through the library. I'm forgetting the actual name of it. But when Nardole, basically stands up to Bill and tries to lay down the law, and Bill's just like, okay, are you secretly a badass? So yeah, that part of it I really enjoyed. I don't know, I honestly feel a bit mixed as far as this episode goes. I feel like it's going to potentially lead into some greater episodes, but from what some of the people in the comments have told me, this is the start of, I guess you would say, a trilogy of episodes. And it's... again, it's just kind of meh. A decent plot, but overall quite confusing, and I feel like had they taken out some of the filler aspects, some of the, I guess you could say, more confusing or asinine aspects, it would have been a lot shorter. It probably would have been closer to a half hour. So I don't know, maybe this is Moffat kind of basically showing that he's running out of ideas, and so he is padding his episodes that have some solid elements to them, but yeah, he has to kind of fill it up with filler. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I have to really say about this episode. It's got me ready to go into the next one for sure. What is the name of the next one, actually? Let me pull up my browser here. Oh, the pyramid at the end of the world. Okay, then. Alright, then. So next time will be the pyramid at the end of the world, and I'm actually going to be watching that right now, after this video is over. So, if there's anything you all have to say about this episode, please do let me know, whether you liked it, whether, you know, you didn't like it, if anything I said here you agree with, or maybe you think I'm full of it. You know, I'm sure some people will tell me that. But until next time, everyone, for the pyramid at the end of the world, I am Papa Ken, and I will see you on the next episode of Discovering Doctor Who. Until then, Allons-y!